So okay, good evening everybody. You see my screen, right? And how many of you have joined on team? Okay. So anybody here joining team? See Microsoft Team app, you can join in. I sent you a link of Microsoft of this lecture in Microsoft Team. Anybody got it? Who is joining over here? Anyone? If you can join, please join here. If you see that, if there is any question from online student, please ask me or answer to that. Okay, good evening everybody. So let us start our journey tonight. And I am Mukhtar Hussain and I will be your instructor for this course. Okay. So this is my personal website and I don't like to spend too much time to talk about myself. So you have this link. So if you like to know more about myself, about me, so please visit this page. And I believe everybody here has access to D12, right? Okay, so in D12, I'm in section, we are in section 2. Is this slow internet connection? Oh, sorry, I got as guest. I logged in as guest. Okay, let's see. So this D2L, desire to learn, this app will be our online course module. Okay, so we will mainly communicate through our announcement and email, mainly an announcement on D2L. So did you get my announcement, like 2 announcement? I sent last week. Okay, and I sent 2 emails, right? One email I asked you to discuss. So unfortunately or fortunately, we do not need to do any grouping, rotation. So we got this room, this large room. But it's kind of hot, right? The temperature okay? Yeah. Okay, I feel hot. Okay, so in D12, so for this course, you see that we do not have any assignment. This is a theory course. There is no assignment here, but the assignments are related to lab course. Okay, and we have quizzes over here. Okay, so we have quizzes here. So only a few quizzes are uploaded, 1 quiz, and more quizzes will come on time. Okay, and we will follow our schedule page. Okay, but before we go there, so let us go to the content page. So everybody please get muted. Keep your whoever logged in online, please make it mute from your side. Okay, so this is our syllabus. This is the syllabus of our course. So people here, so which Wi-Fi are you using, guest or something? KSU? Okay, so let me try with KSU. I'm having slow speed on guest. So if in case I get disconnected, I will log in again. Okay, that's good. Okay, charger is working now. Okay, so okay. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. So, people who join virtually online, I welcome everybody in our course. So, if you have any question, then please click on this button. It's called raise your hand, then if I get your attention, then I will see and respond to you. Or you can do chat in the chat conversation. Okay. So hopefully I will be recording this lecture, and if I started recording but sometime it interrupts, I will see what happens. Hopefully it will be working. Okay, my screen is showing, right, on team. You see my screen, right, on team? Okay, thank you. So in case it does not show, please let me know. Okay, so let us check our syllabus. So this is 1322, CSE 1322, Programming and Problem Solving 2. Okay, so this is our second course in our first year experience program. Okay, and we also have another course, CSE 1321, that in some universities that is called CS1 or other name, but whatever name, there are the foundation course, foundation of programming, and this is the course of foundation of object-oriented programming. Okay, I know all of you know programming and should have some sort of experience in object-oriented programming, but in this course, during the first half, you will learn object-oriented programming. Okay, object-oriented programming, or called OOP, is a new paradigm of programming. Okay, and that is an interesting thing and foundation of programming in modern or current era. So if you have a good foundation in this course, you will be a good student or programmer. If you get an A or a B in this course, it is expected that you will graduate either in computer science or software engineering or game design smoothly. But you struggle for fee to pass this course, our research or our expectation also says that you will struggle in graduating in computer science, because other courses, software engineering, data structure, and algorithm, all other courses need the content of this course. Okay, so let us make an aim that you will be giving your all attention here in this course. For this course, we do not have any attendance policy. Okay, attendance is not required. It is not required that you will have to come here in this course. I will try to record our lectures. If possible, I will upload it, and so you can watch my recorded video from your home or anywhere. But if you come here, definitely that means you are spending hours, right? At least, right? You are spending some time and spending some money. So as long as you are here, I would like to request you to give attention to me. Do not do social networking here, okay? In my course, I will not point you to do that, but you should not do that, because if you do social working here over here, then you don't need to come here. Understand my policy? Okay? So as long as you are spending your time, please give attention to me here. If you give full attention to my course, then you don't need to study a lot. That you will practice. Okay? But if you do not give attention, I don't know, you will struggle. Okay, so next time I will not tell you that whatever you that if you do some other business. Maybe Writing an assignment for another course is important. But as long when you are here, that is less important. If other business is important, then please do that. Not from here. Go to the lobby or somewhere else, do that please. Okay, this is my policy. Okay, so in this course, it is required for all to wear mask for face-to-face meeting. Okay, I have some extra if you need. Okay, so this is the course description, and then we have learning outcomes, and then we have academic policies in our first year experience space, and this is the communication policy. Maybe yeah, everybody please who are from online, so please keep yourself mute. Okay, so our communication policy is strict communication policy is that please send me email from your KC account. Email, okay? Do not from D2L, do not send me email from D2L or any other your personal email. I will not reply to that. Okay, and in your email subject line, especially the subject line, put your course name and section name. Okay, and then I will give a quick reply, hopefully. And I have about 375 students. Remember, if 10% of you send me email every day or every week, how many emails will you have? So please give me some favor, give me some time to get your reply, okay? And especially try to solve your problem by yourself. This course we are learning how to solve a problem, right? Okay, so our main point for communication of all information will be ccsc.kenesa.edu/FYE, first year experience, this website. We'll come back here later. Okay, so we have two textbooks, one for Java and another for C#. Those books are available on our website. It's free. Okay, I will show you a link, you can download that. Okay, and we will use our slides that is available in first year experience space. We will go there. Okay, and this is my personal teaching philosophy. Okay, first of all, I like my teaching philosophy is that your success, my success lies on your success. Okay, if you are succeeded, then I will be succeeded ultimately. Okay, I like everybody to get an A in this course. We do not have any policy that we will give 60% or 70% student A or B. Okay, if everybody gets A, then fine, you will get A. Okay, so it is up to you what grade you will earn. And the second thing is that my personal philosophy is that collaboration. I encourage collaboration. So I like everybody collaborate or study in group. Okay, collaborate with your friends or other people you know. But collaboration does not mean that you will copy some code from someone else. You will copy the code from someone else and then you will change the variable name and you will then submit it. That is not a collaboration. You understand? You have to learn yourself. If you do not understand, then ask your friend. Okay? Ask us, ask your friend. What is the story behind it? Okay? Then you do it. Okay, so we have 3 tests. From this year, we have 3 tests. So our quizzes will 25% and 3 tests will, each test will work 25%, so 100% point. Okay, discussions do not have any point. Okay, so our test policy is there is no makeup for the test. Okay, the lowest one quiz grade will be dropped. Lowest quiz grade, okay? and there will be no extension for the quizzes if you miss a quiz. If you miss one quiz, then fine, right? That will be dropped. But if you miss two quizzes, then we will lose one. And we do not have any policy. I wish, but I do not have any way to extend the quiz unless very circumstance, like strong circumstance. Typically, we teach in a team. There are other professors teaching in other sections. Okay, and okay, so if you miss any test, then your final exam or test 3 will compensate that. Okay, if you do not take test 1 or test 2, then your final exam will cover that. Okay, even if you do not take test 1 or test 2, so then your final exam, whatever you get, your final exam, that will cover both test 1, test 2, and test 3. Understand? Okay, but if you take all tests, then your lowest test grade will be replaced by your final exam grade. If your final exam grade is higher, right? If it is lower, then there is no way, no need to replace it, right? So the taking all tests has an advantage, right? You understand the testing policy? Okay. So I wish everybody will take all tests. Then you will learn more. Because you will be practicing before the test, right? For some days. And your final exam will be mostly from test. You will have some question from test 1 and test 2 in your final exam. Yes. Huh? Okay, we have not decided yet then how the test will be conducted. Okay, but when time comes, we will discuss about test policy. Okay. But hopefully in this course we will have online test. Even if it's online, we will be here. Okay, and for this course, webcam is required. If you are allowed to take your test from home, it is your responsibility to have a webcam and uninterrupted internet service. Okay. So there is other information. Okay, course withdrawal date, and I hope nobody will need to withdraw this course, and we have other information. So please go through this statement at least one time. Okay, this syllabus statement. And one thing that is academic integrity. Please maintain academic integrity. The department and then our program is very strict. We have a dedicated person that will be looking in your eyes, her eyes, to check, like copying from some friend or somewhere. Okay? Do not intend to do it. I told you that my policy, I encourage collaboration, right? But you have to understand what kind of collaboration we like. We don't like the collaboration you will copy from someone else. Because someone else will not work for your whole life. Right? You have to prepare yourself to pass this course, and you have to prepare yourself to do your work, your job. Okay, and then we have other information. So these are information. I think one important information is COVID-19 syllabus statements. We do have. Okay, and then we do not need rotation, so we will meet every Tuesday and Thursday evening, right? Okay, so anybody has any question about the syllabus? Anybody has any question about syllabus? I don't need to go through step by line, right? Okay, thank you. So now let us go to this page. This will be our main point of information. Okay, CCAC means College of Computing and Software Engineering .kenesa.edu/FYE first year experience program. In this page we have all information. So our schedule is here, course schedules. are in this link, and we have resource base, we have first year experience policies, we have our office hours. Okay, so we have our tutoring information, submission guideline, and all everything. Okay, so this is the policy page. Okay, we need to some time to visit over here. If there is something like ambiguous or incomplete in my syllabus, then we will refer to this page. Okay, this page is updated frequently. It's being updated frequently. Okay, so whatever, if something missing in the syllabus, then we will refer to this page. Okay, whatever is stated here, that is the final information. Okay, so the one thing I like to give you reminder again, academic misconduct. Don't do that, please. So in the past every semester I request my student, don't do that, but still some students get caught. And if you get caught, then you have to pay off. You will get severe punishment. Okay, so I think everybody is familiar with this page. So now let us go to start our journey from the resource base. And in this resource base, we see that we have the professor information, GTA information, tutoring center information, we have books information, and we have lecture slides. We do not have 1322 old exam, but we will discuss some old exams. Okay, so we have practice links, and we have some video links. So this, the second one is my YouTube channel. Okay, so I have created a playlist for you. Then this one. Okay, so which one? Okay, playlist, this one, right? Yeah. Okay, so I just added a simple video here, and I will be adding other videos here in this link. Okay, so if you go to the other links, maybe from previous semester, you see that CSE 1322 Spring 2020. Okay, I taught two sections, one face-to-face, another online. So my videos over there. So this time we have a little bit change or update in our curriculum, but we will mostly follow this. So almost 80% of the course content will be same. So if you want to go ahead of me, so you can watch these videos. If you watch these videos, so then come to lecture, then you will get clear. Okay? Sorry? Yes, I put the videos in order. I put mostly the videos in order. Okay, so you see the L means lecture 02, L lecture 03, lecture 04, so lecture 05, 6, 5, 6 this way. Okay. Yes, yes. So in case like this semester, in case my video is not recorded, okay, sometimes I record video but it's corrupt. That's correct. In case that I will refer to the previous semester video. Okay, so these are the reading slides, reading schedule. You should read this. So if you go to this link, you will see that we have given the book and page number. that for which page number, for which modules you should study. And there are two books, Java, this one, and C# book. So everybody here is taking a lab course, right? Corresponding lab course. Is there anybody here who is not taking a lab course? Okay, you must take a lab course. The lab course is only 1 credit hour, but you have to spend enough time for the lab course. And if you are in my section, if you follow me, if you give attention to my course and lecture, then you don't need to study more for this course. You just spend time for the lab. Just practice in the lab. Okay, this is why for the last time I want to give you a reminder that, especially people who sit in the back, never mind please. If you have anyone may have an important phone call, okay, so if you get an important phone call, go outside please and take the phone, complete the conversation, come back. If you need to send a message, okay, do it quickly, right? Send the message quickly and then turn your phone off or upside down. Okay? But it does not mean that if you will be sending a message for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, right? That means social networking. Okay, if you need that social networking, then you don't need to come back. There is no attendance required for this. But as long as you are here, please give attention, you will be benefited. I will not be loser unless you will give me a bad feedback. That Professor did not know anything. Okay? The course content, whatever is, I'm the course coordinator of this course. I know everything. I wish I could stand here whole line and I could finish in one line. But that will not help you, right? We have to go slowly. This course is mainly like, I give an example, this is a swimming course. Okay, no matter how many theory books or lecture we watch or study, if we do not dive into water, we will not learn how to swim, right? What do you think? Can you swim? Do you know how to swim if you do not dive into water? Huh? You can swim? You can learn how to swim without diving into water? Nobody can. Right? So this is a swimming course. No matter how many hours you spend studying, if you do not practice properly, you will not learn. Okay? You have to make sure you have learning. Just program. I will help you. I will show that in a minute. I will show that I have thousands of complete program written in my repositories. You can use those to practice. Okay, so we will use our lecture slides from this page. So this is our 1322 lecture slides. So this week, so some of these slides are still will be updated because this semester we have made some changes. Okay, so let us start with our first year experience page. Welcome slide. So you can see my screen on team app. Screen is visible in team. Thank you. Okay, so again I like would like to welcome everybody in this course, and I am glad to be here and I am glad to see you here. Okay? And we did our first thing first, right? We have visited the first year experience page. And this will be our main point of information. So, everybody knows, right, why we are here? To prepare ourselves to pursue our goal, right? In future. Okay. So whatever you wanted to be, a software engineer or game developer or any IT job, this course is the best course for you. And one thing is that remember that this is the only course that you will learn your objective. You will build up your foundation of objective. There is no other course. Okay? So we know that this building is based on some foundation, right? Some pillars, right? Those pillars are not visible from either inside or outside, right? But there are some strong pillars, right? Okay, so if their pillars are heavy enough, then it was possible to build multi-stories building over there, right? 10 stories, 100 stories. But how about if the pillars are weak? It will collapse, right? So this is your foundation of object-oriented programming. It is up to you how you will build your foundation. Okay? Just one thing, keep attention. And follow me. Whenever I ask you to practice, do some practice. So for this course, do continuous practice. Okay? Not that whatever, how do we live in our daily? So we eat daily, right? It is not that we eat daily 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, right? It is not that we eat a lot in a week, once a week. So you practice this daily something, daily. That will not be burden for you, but that will be helpful for you, okay? And why, you know that the requirement for this course is that you need to get a B, at least B in this course. So why is B is required? Because as I told you that this is the foundation of many other courses, data structure, software engineering, algorithm, okay, whatever course you want to take in future, this is the foundation. So if you struggle for a B or C in this course, you will struggle to graduate with computer science or IT or software engineering. But if you are good in this course, it is expected that you will smoothly graduate. What do you want? To struggle in graduate or to graduate smoothly? Smoothly, right? And then do good in this course. So while teaching, in addition to our course content, sometime I will give you some tips for interview questions. Okay, I will discuss personally to give you some tips for interview. So if you give attention to those, and then you will be good to crack your job interview, especially for internship. If you do good in this course, I'm sure many of you will get an internship position next summer. So whatever interview question will be, 80% will be from this course. 80% of the interview question will be from this course. So please spend 6 to 10 hours for this course. Okay, but if you give attention, then you don't need to go to this slides just to practice. And then give your attention for your lab course. Okay. Okay, one thing that we will not use pseudocode for this course, and maybe for part of our test 1 we will allow you to write pseudocode. Okay, so this is good practice. So sometimes write your code in a piece of paper. Okay, so for instance, how to write the main method in C# or Java, right? Try write it 5 times, then you will get memorized. Okay, but we will have 2 or 3 points. We will ask one part of a question to write the main method. Okay, otherwise we will not be asked to write the main method. It is assumed that you already know how to write the main method, right? For instance, how to write a class or something. So, but our goal will be that sometimes if it goes down into, they will ask the right question, write a program statement, right? So you need to be prepared for that. My goal personally is not to give you hardship for nothing. I want to give you hardship to achieve something. So we have 4 professors, this time 5, and then about 8 or 10 GTS, graduate student assistants. We are ready to help you, but nobody will go to you to help you. You have to come to us to get help. Okay? And so we will discuss this about grade chip, and you already know about D2L. And this semester we are not using any attendance requirement, so there is no attendance requirement. So, but earlier we used archive app for attendance, and we will use Replit for quick programming, and for Visual Basic we will use for C# we will use Visual Studio, and for Java we will use Eclipse and IntelliJ. Okay, and I told you communication way, please do not send email from D2L. This is the withdraw point. I wish nobody will need to withdraw from this course if you give attention. Okay, but if you need, then follow this deadline. And about exam and policies, then I told you something. If needed, then we will discuss this later before the exam. Okay, we will discuss about before this exam. Okay, the last thing. So it's blinking. That means your lab final will be the last week of your lecture. Okay, so your lab instructor will tell you when is the lab final. Lab final is important. It's worth 50% of our grade. So you know our resources. So almost everybody here will pursue your major, either of these, right? 4, 5. But no matter, if you are good in this course, if you know object-oriented programming, you can learn other programming languages quickly, and you can learn many IT jobs, many fields, not limited to this. You can go to CSITEd. Let me see what else we do. So we have Advisement Center over here, right? Advising Center. Okay. So finally, for other policies that I have not stated, that will be on this first year experience website page. Okay. Anyone has any question about this? Okay, good. Okay, thank you. So let us see how many minutes I do have. That's good. I have about 30 minutes. So this week we will mainly review our 1321 course. Okay. And then next week we will go to object-oriented programming. So we have lecture 1 and 2 this week. Let us see if I can wrap up with lecture 1. I don't know how much it has. Okay. Is there anyone that I know some of you took 1321 with me? How many who took 1321? 2, 3. Okay, thank you. I see you. So you know my voice. Okay, and never mind, please. Is there anyone that did not take 1321 at KC? Oh, a large number. Okay, for you, my advisement will be quickly, okay, hopefully by this week, go through our content for 1321. So these are our content for 1321. And somewhere you already took this course, 1321 or CS1, right? So you should know this. Okay? So quickly you can go through these slides. So all slides are not available, but in my my YouTube channel, so I have some 1321 courses from last semester, previous semester. Okay, for instance, this one. Welcome to. So if you did not take 1321 at KSU, sometime please spend some time, at least few hours, okay, to quickly go through some slides or some video and gather quickly. Then be familiar with what we discussed and taught in 1321. Okay, that will be helpful for you reviewing. But if you think that you are well enough, that you know you are well learn about this content, then you don't need to go, because we have to cover the 1321 content by only this week, So I will not go through a lot in depth, except like shortly. For instance, I want to cover these slides by tonight in one lecture. So it's visible, right, my screen? Thank you. In case it's not visible, please let me know, okay? Okay, so let us start our journey. So in 1321, Introduction to Programming, we learned that about basic data types, right? Custom data types. There are 8 primitive data types: character, short, long, double, float, integer, boolean. Okay, and in Java we say boolean, and C# we say bool. And C# we say string, or string is in uppercase, and Java we say string is in uppercase. Okay, string is not a primitive data type, but it is a custom data type. Okay, it's not primitive, but it is a built-in data type also. Built-in data type. You know how to use this type of variables, right? So these are the keywords or abstract word. So you know abstraction. In our programming, we use a lot of abstract word. In algorithm design and programming, we use a lot of abstract word, right? And in our daily life, we also use many abstract words. For instance, what is your name? Huh? Slogan, what is it? It's a pen, right? Okay, let me show other people who are in online. Okay, we got a lot of images of. This is called a pen, right? Okay. So this is to me, this is an abstract word. Abstract in a sense that we say it pen because people say it pen. This is a pen, right? We are taught that this is a pen. So when you are child, when you are children, then we are taught this is a pen, right? And people long time ago, someone will give, some group of people will give the name pen, right? We don't do any research for that why it is called pen. It could be called a writer, right? It could be called a hard writer, a pencil could be called a soft writer, right? But we do not argue about that. Why it is called a pen? Do you do argue? No. Unless needed, we do not ask any question. But if someone need to know what is the history behind the name of pencil or pen, we can do more research or we can learn about that, right? But unless needed, we do not ask any question to ourselves or anyone that why it is called a pen. Right? Similarly, in our programming, we will use many abstract words. So pen is an abstract word, for instance. People say pen, so I say pen, without any asking any question, right? So similarly, in our programming, you will see that we use a lot of abstract word or abstract keyword. Okay, that does many things or something, but we don't ask. We just sometimes memorize or become used to using this. For instance, int, double, float. Okay, because these are designed, the language itself is designed with this keyword. So we use this, right? So we know how to declare a float variable in C++, in Java and C#. We use F at the end. Otherwise, by default, it is double. So you should know what is the difference between double and float. A float is 4 byte, takes 4 byte memory space, and then double, it takes 8 memory bytes. Okay. And C++ people, you should know that we use console input output operation. We use console.write for printing something and write line for printing something and going to next line, new line. We use this, right? And you should be familiar with input operation, how to take input using a keyboard. Okay, everybody should be familiar with this. Okay, and in C# and also in Java. So even if you forget, I like you to memorize these 2 or 3 lines and practice tonight or hopefully before you come to next lecture. Must be in this week. So how to take input? Okay, take your name and something or address using keyboard in your language, in C# and Java. By the way, in this course we will learn 2 languages, C# and Java. Okay, no matter what is your lab language, in theory we will learn object-oriented programming in both languages. Okay. So you cannot tell that I am taking C# lab, why I will learn this Java. No. Because our goal is to teach you 2 languages. There may be some disadvantages that you may be bored that why I don't like Java, why I am learning Java. Because there are many good advantages that you will have a comparative idea. Okay, how language to language there are variations. And when you will learn that, you will be confident to learn another language like Ruby or Python, okay, or F# very quickly. Okay, so please, and we will use pseudocode just to save our time, but not involve. Especially in some part in our program test 1, you will be allowed to write pseudocode. Okay, but mostly you will be asked to write code, actual code. And if you know algorithm, then you should not be a problem to write actual code. The main thing that we may forget this, how to scan, how to use scanner to take input and output. Other statements are very simple. So if you understand, the algorithm, you should not have any problem to write code, because we will not catch any typing mistake, like typing typo. Okay, we will not catch any typo. So writing printf, if you say write print, we will understand that you are writing print ln or something. Okay, if you write just print, we will understand that you are writing in Java, you are writing system.output.println. Okay, if you write only print ln, then we understand that you are writing this. In Java and in C#, you are writing console.writeLine. Okay. So you will not be losing any point, but try to memorize these stuffs. Okay. Even we say we write S is in uppercase. If you do in lowercase, that's fine. We will not catch that error. Okay. And in C#, the string, we will discuss about string operation. Okay, so string string is used a lot. Okay, so in C# we write S is in lowercase, but in Java we use S is in uppercase. In C# you can use both uppercase and lowercase as well. Okay, so this is the hello world program actually. So from now, so we will use print instead of console.writeLine and or system.out.println. Okay. And for instance, for system.scan, this is the scanner information in Java, right? So instead of this, if you write just read, then it's fine. We will understand you are writing this, okay? Otherwise, you have to write code. Okay? This is the pseudocode, but this time we will avoid, in 1322, we will avoid to use pseudocode. Because in some time you will see that soon writing a class, declaration of a class is huge, it takes a long time with pseudocode. You have to write a lot of lines to declare a class. That will be it will take 1/4 or 1/3 of the space to write a class in an actual programming language. So why we are going to that complexity, okay? We'll make it simple. So I think everybody is familiar with the conditional statements, if, else statement, and also the looping statement, and we use braces, right, for complex or a group of statement or a block. There are some languages like Python or F# or Scala, functional languages, those do not use braces for block, but they use indentation. Okay, so this is the main thing you really need to recall, how to declare a method, okay, and how to pass parameters to a method, and how to return a value from a method. Okay, so especially if you go to our 1322 course, you will see in that in the last quarter or second half, it has many examples with methods, return type, and return statements and method declaration. We need to be clear about those, because when you declare a class, we will use method a lot. Okay. Let me see how many slides we do have here. So these are the looping statements. Everybody is familiar with for loop, I think should be. This is the looping statement, and while loop, and do while loop. Okay, that's not too many. Okay, for instance, this is the pseudocode. So it is telling that how to do a void method, and okay, so void method, that this method cannot return a value. If a method's return type is void, then it says that it cannot return a value. Okay, let me give you an example. So for instance, this one, its return type is integer. That means this method will, at the end, this method will return an integer value. Whatever value you want to return, that's up to you. You can return choice, or you can return square root of choice or square value of choice. Okay, or you can return any integer numbers. That's up to you or needed. Okay, okay, then we have a quick interview question maybe before I go to. Okay, I have an interview question quickly for you. Let's see who can answer it. So my question is that if a method's return type is void, can it have a return statement? If a method's return type is void over here, right? This method has return type void. Yeah. Can it have a return statement? Can it have a return statement? Okay, how many of say yes? No. Okay, who said yes? Who said yes? You? Okay. You understood? Why did you say yes, or just said no? Yes. Okay. Give me an example for this one. How can I add a return statement in this example? How can I return void? Yes. Okay. That is an interview question. Even a method has return type void, it can have a return statement, but it cannot return a value. Return means what? Return, right? Nothing. But it is return itself. Okay, the return statement must be the last statement. You cannot have any other statement, executable statement, after return. What purpose it serves is return if it does not return type? It does not have a return type. I will give an example with code, actual code, maybe tonight or next time, okay? But that is an interview question, it's tricky, right? So 99% people know that if a method's return type is void, it cannot have a return type, return statement. But this is why I'm out of this 99%. Okay? But sometimes it can have a return statement. Just return, say return. But it cannot return a value. I discussed this in my 1321 course. If you are in my 1321, you should remember that. I will show you in live code, this one, okay? Other than this, what is the difference between a do while and while statement? Who can tell me? Yes. Okay, you're pretty close, but yes, you are pretty close, and I want to hear from this side. Something from back? Okay. How can I make this course interactive so that people from the back do not get napped? Should I bring some candies? Okay. You hear me clearly from the back, right? You hear me? Okay, then participate please. Okay, and then if you see font chair, then it will come here in font please. Okay, the point is clear, good. So the do while statement execute the statement body. Okay, so this one at least one time, because it executes the statement in body. After it executes the statement first time, it goes to the while statement and checks the condition over here. If the condition is true, then it goes to the second rotation. If condition is not true, then it goes out of its loop, right? But meanwhile, one time is done, right? The execution is done at least one time, right? So the do while statement execute the statement at least one time. But in while statement, there is no guarantee that the statement will be executed. Because if the statement, the condition is false, it will not insert into the loop body. Okay? So in special circumstances, when we need to execute a statement at least one time, then we will use do while. And also in do while, there is a semicolon in both C# and Java after the while, because this is only a single statement. The entire thing is a single statement. Starting from do, starting from this do, and ending all here up here is a single statement. So this is why we know that every statement is ended by a semicolon, right? Like here integer choice. Okay, so this is a single statement. So this is why it is ended by a semicolon. But for while, you do not need to use semicolon over here. If you use semicolon, it will not work. It will not be going to this loop. You will understand? Okay, then for loop, everybody is familiar with for loop, right? So for loop is like while statement. Anything you can do in for loop, you can do that in while loop, but not with do while. Anything you do with for loop, you can do that in while loop, but for loop is easier to remember. You see that? Okay, so this is why people mostly use for loop. And in a for loop, you have, so like this, within condition, you have three parts and separated by two semicolons. So this part, integer I equal to 0, we call index variable. Even if you can keep it blank over here, but you need to use semicolon must, and you could declare this variable at the before the for loop, for statement. Okay, and you could use this in the body. You could use the semicolon, this increment or decrement in the here in the body. Okay, so there are several versions of for loop. So you will see that for each, that works for object only. Okay, so everybody should be familiar with this. Anyone has any question about for loop or while statement? Do while? Okay, in Thursdays we will try to wrap up our lecture at 10 minutes time. Okay? In Thursdays, not in Tuesdays. In Thursdays we will try to wrap up maybe in 10 minutes or 15 minutes early, so that you can go home early. But so anyone has any question about this? Okay, so do I have a few minutes? 5 minutes? Okay, let's go. So how many of you is familiar with GitHub. Okay, more than half. I like everybody to be familiar with GitHub. Okay, so GitHub is like a flash drive, it's like a virtual drive. So if you go to a collaborative work in a company work or in a project, you will not be allowed to use flash drive to copy the source code. We will use collaborative platform to save our file. For instance, we use GitHub. GitHub is you can use free GitHub for free. Just create your account, okay, in github.com. Then you will be able to make it private also. Sometime earlier I used to pay $7 per month. So to keep I have everything almost in my GitHub account. My personal study, dissertation, my research work, my resume, my other stuff. So you can keep it now. It is easy that you can create a private folder for free. Put your resume about there, put your pictures about there. Nobody will be able to see, right? But if you put something in social media, everybody will be able to see that, right? But in GitHub, you can. So everybody, I like to create an account for this. And it is very easy to create a GitHub account. So if you need help, so maybe I do have a playlist. Okay, so how to use GitHub. So in my here, if you search for GitHub, so you see the GitHub, Git and GitHub related videos. So actually I have 10 or 11 videos. If you practice this, you will start working. So using GitHub, then you can keep track of your changes. What changes you do. If you needed, you can go back to your previous version. But in MS Word, if you want to go back to your previous version of your resume, you need to save it by your new name, right? But in GitHub, you will not need to. You don't need to rename your file. Just same file name, but it will save different version. Okay, so in my GitHub account, if you see my GitHub account, then you see what is my repositories. So you see that I have 152 repositories. Each of these repositories, some of these are private, so you will not be able to see my stuffs. Okay, these are my privates. Okay, but other stuffs I have here, those are public, anybody can see this. And in some projects, for instance, I have if you search for CSE1322, okay, CSE1322 review Java and C# for Mac, C# for Windows. Let us go to the Java one. You see that this one I have a SRC folder. I have several hundreds complete program that's run. Okay, so if you all of the programs we will go here, we will practice in this course. So programmers are available. Okay, you don't need to search anywhere to get the program. You need to understand. Okay, how to use it. Right? Okay, that is our goal to you. Okay, so everybody, I like before you come to next course, please be familiar with GitHub. Okay, it is free. Okay, like using your OneDrive or Google Drive or Dropbox. Like I have in another one, I have C#. I have data science project. I have many others. Okay, a lot of stuffs. If you need, is available here. Okay, so everybody agrees to start with GitHub. Okay, so next lecture, by your next lecture, please create your account for free. It will take just few minutes. Then our life will be easier. Okay, and thank you everybody to be here. Anyone has any question? Anyone has any question? Okay, thank you so much. And people who are in my virtual classroom, I thank everybody to be here, and I will upload this video, may hopefully tonight, or if it is saved, tomorrow, and then we'll see. Thank you so much, and you have a good night.
That's a quick question. First, nice to meet you. My name is Louis. Nice to meet
Okay,
you.
thank you.
So with the lab, I have a lab at 8 o'clock. Do we have lab this week, or do we still start a lab?
Look at your schedule. I am not teaching any lab course. Yeah, I'm not teaching lab course. You should receive an email from your instructor. That who is your lab instructor? Who is your lab instructor?
I don't know. I'll check because I just
Yeah.
added it. So
Yeah.